Hi, everyone. Welcome back. This is your Disabled Joy. My name is Nico Meyering. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a white man with blonde hair, blue and brown large glasses. I'm wearing a gray shirt, and I'm seated indoors against a purple background and some bookcases. And like a good chunk of the world's population, I'm disabled. Non-disabled people might think that our lives are defined by tragedy or constant sob stories, but I don't know. I've been disabled a long time, my friends, and if I had to feel any one emotion all the time, I would get awfully bored awfully quickly. But the disability community has as many members as it has opinions, which is why I've asked my friend Julia here with me tonight to talk about disabled joy. Hi, Julia. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm Julia. My pronouns are she, her. I have black glasses. I'm a white woman, and I have green hair, and I'm sitting in front of a green wall with some twinkly lights on it.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Julia, can you share um, a joyful memory with us?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of joyful memories. And a lot of those include hanging out with animals, exploring out in nature, going on walks or hikes and things like that. And that's something I've done my entire life. And I didn't become disabled until later in life. I'm 25 now. I would say I was diagnosed with my first chronic illness around 16, but I didn't really consider myself disabled until a few years ago. And recently I've been doing a lot of what I used to do because of accessibility. And I recently got an electric wheelchair. So now I am able to go out and explore a lot more. And it's just been so amazing because I used to ride my bike around my neighborhood and, just kind of explore then and like see what kind of plants and flowers people had blooming and, see some stray animals sometimes. And I'm able to do that again. And it's, it's felt so amazing. Like sometimes I don't even know how to put it into words because it's amazing like how good it feels just being able to do the things that I love and not have to worry about being in pain or worrying about, am I going to get nauseous or dizzy or feel sick and, something like that. I can just go because I have the things I need with me, and that has created just so much joy for me. And I know the upcoming like summer is going to be so much better than last year because I'll be able to do the things that make me happy instead of, sitting inside because I can't.
That's valid. I can tell you're really excited about that, and I'm really rooting for you. That sounds awesome, frankly. So I'm really happy that you got that wheelchair and you're experiencing more mobility and community engagement as a result.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it kind of feeds into my next question, which is, can you elaborate a bit more on how your disability has interacted with your ability to pursue happiness or to find joy?
Yeah. So, um, one of the first ways that it impacted me was when I was in high school. So I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and it affects my hands a lot. So my hands hurt a lot, and they get shaky. And so I originally wanted to go to college to study like biology and immunology, and I wanted to go into research and all those things. And I realized that it would be really hard and I would probably burn out pretty quickly, and not, be able to do the things at the level that I want to do them at. And so I ended up switching and deciding to go to college for music business and like working in live music. And that definitely brought me so much joy. Um, and I kind of had to, and even though I love music, I still love science and I still love, biology and immunology. And so, like, with my own health issues, I'm able to like kind of do some of that with just, researching on my own. But it's definitely not the same as, going to class and like learning about all of these things and actually doing the research and finding new things and all that kind of stuff. Um, and it's something that I still miss. And part of me is like, what if I could go back to school for that? But I know it wouldn't be feasible and it wouldn't be safe for me to do that. Or, if I had patients, I wouldn't be able to take care of them, let alone myself. So that's definitely a pretty big way that my disability and my chronic illnesses have affected just what I want to do in life. But I am kind of still able to get some of that engagement just by talking about my own health issues and then also talking with other people. Because, when you have health issues and you take medications and stuff, there's always new research coming out. So I am able to get, a little bit of joy just from talking to other people who are more interested in like the science and the biology aspect of it versus like the day to day. So I kind of, I'm able to like mix that all together and, you know, do that way.
Thank you. I'm glad that community can show up for you in that way. And yeah, it's also valid to take time to mourn the life that you planned on leading. Yeah, you're not alone there. Valid. Say, Julia, what one thing do you want people to know about disabled life?
That's a good one. I would say that we don't think about our disability 24/7.
That's fair.
And oftentimes, when you're visibly disabled or you use a mobility aid or something like that, um, that's the first thing that people assume about you is they see that you're disabled and suddenly they just form this opinion of you without even getting to talk to you yet. Like they just assume that you're going to think a certain way and you're going to say certain things and you're going to act a certain way, when in reality, like all of us are completely different. And like there are so many different disabilities out there that affect us in so many different ways. And I myself have learned a lot more about just like disability and how different people are and how, how we were raised makes us different, as adults, and like the education that we've had access to. It's really interesting when, I just see non-disabled people and they just kind of assume certain things about me because I know that that's not who I am at all. And I just really want people to know that don't form an opinion of us, by just looking at us. Make sure you talk to us because oftentimes you learn so many things. Maybe we have things in common. Maybe we like the same foods or we're from the same area. And, we can talk about those things and connect that way. And it's not just, our disability, that's our personality. There's so much more that makes up who we are.
Wise words indeed. Thank you so much for sharing time with me this evening. My
Yeah.
last planned question is one that I ask everyone, right? Because we all deserve a chance to hype ourselves up and promote ourselves. Is there a recent win you're celebrating? I guess aside from the wheelchair, or barring that, where can people find you online? This is your
Yeah.
soapbox moment, so go nuts.
Yeah. So I do share a lot of my life on TikTok and Instagram. My username is dynamically disabled. And originally, when I first started posting, I wanted to kind of keep it more anonymous. I didn't really share my name because I was like, oh, what if people I know find me? And I was still kind of like embarrassed about just being chronically ill and
Yeah.
going away for college. I was like, I'd like through the pandemic is kind of where I started, becoming more disabled. And so I was originally just kind of like sharing just more general things, but now I do share a lot more about just like confidence and self-esteem and being able to express yourself and not worrying about the opinions of others. So I do share a lot of that and a lot of just information on how to make your home more accessible, how to make your life more accessible, just anything like that. Because I've learned a lot of things from social media that have really bettered my day-to-day life. Like I never imagined that social media could have that big of an impact on my life. But I mean, I wouldn't be doing half the things that I'm doing today without the support of that community. So, I do share a lot of that now. I'll share, if I'm going to the grocery store and I'm using the grocery cart, like I'll share that because it took a long time for me to even feel confident doing that myself. So to anybody else that's out there like struggling with their confidence and stuff, like definitely check my content out. And if you're out and about and you're thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm the only disabled person or I'm the only person wearing a mask, think of me, like I'll be your buddy through that. Um, yeah. And so I do post on Instagram as well. And those are my two like main social medias. So yeah, if you want to join my little community on there, definitely do so.
Julia, thank you so much. Have a fantastic rest of your evening.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
Everyone, tune in next time. Thanks for being here.